Alright, I just concluded the previous episode of Mr. Heavy Chevy's Crazy Life, where all I do is work. But that's okay. It's better than sit. Now, as usual, I gotta start the video by cleaning off my workbench. The world's messiest workbench and floor, it would seem. And then we'll see what we get into next. There might be a little leftover suburban stuff, but we'll see. I'm not going to get too crazy today. I got some other stuff I need to do. Other toy maintenance. You know, I got a boat. I need to pull that out and get that cleaned up. So, I need to sell the boat. If anybody wants to buy my boat, let me know. I just want to point out to you dads and moms, kids ain't always peaches and cream, but they will come back around and maybe do a little project vehicle, won't they?
Yep.
And enjoy it.
Yep.
But this dog right here, he ain't helped a bit. Have you, Harley?
He sanded last night.
Well, that's right. We put a piece of sandpaper on his tail. Alright, it's fairly bright and squirrely on a Saturday morning. I think today I'm going to work on doing some weather stripping. I might try to fix that power antenna or something. I was supposed to get my wing yesterday, but the shipping people put it on a tractor trailer, and the tractor trailer guy didn't want to come up here, so that's okay. It's supposed to be Monday now. So I don't know how far I'll get, but I'd like to polish my tail lights. They're kind of dull looking with the new paint. And of course, you know, gotta clean my workbench off. Gotta drink a little coffee here. So refreshing out of my new coffee mug. I'm gonna just take my hat off and set it right there for now. Man, I look good in that. You could too. There, the workbench is spotless. Once again, I done it with my own two hands. Look at here. Look what else you can get on the online. It says some other stuff too. So those are cheap. Shipping's cheap. You know, shipping's gone through the roof. But you know, anyway, check it out, MrHeavyChevy.com. I'm gonna go to work on something now with my wristband helping me. Alright, I think what I'm gonna do now is pop the hood, unhook the battery, because I'm gonna have doors open and all like that right there for some time. And I'm gonna start doing some weather strip. I don't know what I'm gonna tackle first, but let's see. Alright, I've been having the GoPro running. GoPro. So you've probably seen me if you're that much patience. Take this seal out here and down here. And I done broke a piece of plastic trim there where it mounts on. I'll have to fix that. I gotta figure this mess out here. And then I took the seal off the door. Obviously the door panel's got to come off to get that back in. I've got new ones of these anyway, so it's got to come off so I can get the window down and do that. And while I got the door panel off, I probably ought to lubricate everything. You know how it is. The might as wells always get me. Here's another thing. While I'm at it, I might as well fix my headliner. You know, she's kinda saggy and droopy. You know, things get old, they get saggy and droopy. And also, there's a little bit of rust right there. I don't like that, but what am I going to do? I'm going to have to fix it. Alright, I just unwrapped my box of goodies. There's the T-top seals. These are them. Those are those. These are the seals that go on the T-tops themselves. those go right there. These are the door seals. These are them little clips I was missing in the back. I don't think I'm missing anything. I don't think. But I got to take the door panel off and go from there. Let me show you something here. I've commented before, these 80s cars were designed such a pain. You know, take a door panel off the 05 Silverado, it's easy as pie. Easy. Some people still manage to break it, but this is why all these 80s cars, all the interiors shot. You've got to pop a little metal plug out of right there. This would be like so. You got to pop that out, and there's a screw in there. There's a cover over this. You got to take that screw out. On the armrest, there is, what did I do with it? Little things you got to pop out to get to the Torx head screws underneath it. There's 3 of those. And then the door lock, you've got to gently, so you pop that cap, take those screws out. Pull this out, disconnect your door lock switch, and then reach behind here and pop the little rod out of the plastic door lock deal. And then, if I can do this one-handed, gently pop that off. And since it's old, the little clippies there stay in the spread out position. Alright, let me continue with the door panel. See if I don't mess it up. Now I know I've had the door panel off that side and probably this side at one point, but I can't seem to get it loose here on the top. I might have to watch a YouTube video. Well, I think what I'm going to do is, I went in and watched a few YouTube videos, but they weren't all that helpful. So I think I'm going to move my stuff off the hood, which I probably should do anyway, and hook the battery back up and roll the window down. And I know I've gotten them off before, so I think you got to roll the bottom of the panel up and just kind of pop it up. But that's what I'm gonna try. All right, that's the trick. Just roll the bottom up. You gotta be super gentle. You got those little places right there that this part hooks into. Now the sad news here is that popped out. It's like only one of them though. We need some new clips. You gotta be super gentle with this stuff because it's like cardboard. But I think we can fix that. We'll have to get some more glue and all like that right there. Pop them other door clips off. or little plastic clips, and then we'll have to take this plastic off. We're going to lubricate everything, and then we'll see how to replace these. Looks like we got to take out the little bolts, which means we're going to have to let the window drop even further, it would seem. Let me look into that. I don't know. There's 3 screws behind the glass. I was able to get them out with a little end wrench and loosening these up, sliding those back. There is one more screw right there that it's impossible to get to unless I drill a hole right there or take the whole door track out. I'm going to go in the house for a minute and think about that, and then I'll let you know what I'm going to. Let me show you another little thing that these 80s cars are bad for. Loose door handles. And here's why. See them nuts up in there? Let me see if I can do this. Yeah, they're loose. I think they're called PAL nuts, because they don't really have a, they cut their own thread on a piece of pot metal, and they're not your PAL generally. They're paint. Alright, so I went in and watched some YouTube videos, and there's that piece that was in the way of that nut is easily just flopped out of the way by taking out a 10mm headed bolt there and there. So I didn't have to drill no holes and look like a moron in front of everybody because I did a little research. I don't always do that, but I did this time. Alright, I got that piece back in place and all the little screws in the new belt that you can easily access, and I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3 behind the glass. And you can't drop the glass down anymore because it's got a little rubber bumper that hits the bottom of the door. It's not adjustable. So what I've done is I've taken these 2 in there pads off, and I've stuck that in here to pull the glass this way, and I'm going to take a little piece of tape and stick at the end of my wrench there to hold my bolt in, and hopefully I can get this started. I'm going to show you. See what you do there? Put a piece of tape over the end of the bolt, and then you stick in your wrench, and then it won't fall out, which makes things a little easier when you're fishing around in there in a spot like that. Alright, let me try. Actually, that worked a little better than I expected. I got it in there without much trouble at all. Alright, let me show you how I did it. Take a piece of tape, stick it over like so, rip off a little of the excess, not all of it, because you're going to need something, and just stuff it in your wrench there. And then the excess is pretty handy. Take a pair of needle nose pliers once you get a thread caught to pull the tape off so you can stick your open end on it and turn it on in. At least that's what I did. Alright, that worked pretty darn slick. Now all I gotta do is put my little snubbers back in, and that part is done. I don't want to forget to tighten up my door handle. Well, I got to run down to the parts store because I thought I had the black sealant you need to put in the corners, but it looks like I don't, and I'm going to need plenty of it, so I guess I got to go down to the parts store and get that. I'm going to go ahead, I think I've got enough door clips to finish the door, put the door back together. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I just don't know how far I'm going to get on the T-top stuff, but I'm going to give it a shot. Alright, I went ahead and gobbered some more black silicone on these areas. Just to try to, in an effort to hold things together, you know. And the silicone I used was, what'd I do with it? This. Which I picked up off a job where it was thrown on the ground by the roofers. So, and then another thing is, I was going to comment, I watched a couple videos on YouTube on how to get this door panel off, and a lot of them just jerk the cardboard off this part. You don't supposed to do that. So anyway, it's got little biscuits on there to hold it on, and I just siliconed it up some more to try to help hold it. I've got the door seal in place. See there? Oh, I'm showing the wrong place. See there? And it shuts, the door shuts, so I'm going to pick up all my toys from right there. I'm going to switch them to the other side, do the same thing on the other side. And the young man here is beginning to clean the glass, which is a terrible mess. We've got some mashed fins here we're having to straighten out. As I was saying, before the battery went dead, he's getting them straightened out. Alright, here's what I've done on the car. Clamp that down. I don't know how much good that's going to do. I've got all the weather strip on the door and the new window felts in. The door panel's ready to go back on, but there's no point in it at the moment because I got to get all these seals out on this side. So that's what I'm going to work on now. Don't think we're going to have her in cruising mode by the end of the day, but that's okay. Alright, we got the door panels resting in the engine compartment. I got the seals on the doors. We put glue on them, so I had to... They don't fit just exactly right in the corners. So I put some of that black stuff on them and shut the doors. Probably alright. I've got that piece out. I've ordered some headliner material. Might as well do that, right? No use half measures. I ordered some spray adhesive too. Don't use the Super 77 like I did in the dually, where half the headliner is hanging down, where I use that, and the other half is up where I didn't. I used the good stuff. But it's pretty hot, and I think I'm going to go sit in the pool. Look at the water spots. Whenever I do that and eat, maybe I'll come back and polish my tail light if I got the stuff to do that. So this is quite a job here. I think I also need some speakers, since I got the interior half apart. Trouble is, I spent a bunch of money on this thing, and I'm running out. So if y'all could just buy, you know, a couple things, some stuff. Plus, you'd be cool, you know. Get it for inflation gets us. Alright, that's the right taillight. I mentioned they look kind of grungy. And that's the center thing where the You stick a key in for the trunk, and then here's the headlight, the tail light I just polished. And what I did was, I used some of that stuff, and then that little 3-inch DA I got, and I got some little buffing pads, Velcro backed. You'd think I'd do better with the lighting. Real cheap. Anyway, soaked that pretty good, buffed it a while, and then just rubbed it with the black one. And that's what happened. Boy, this is good camera work. So what I had did was I put a good dollop on there, and then I just did this for a while. A little more can't hurt, right? Alright, then after a goodly while of doing that, I took the black one and put on there. Something going on right there. I don't know what that is. Don't that look better, huh? Well, I can't wait to get I can't wait to get the wing painted and install it. But I think that's all I'm doing today. So I'm gonna go on over here. I'm gonna ring the bell, as is tradition, and hope y'all come back and watch some more. That's what I hope. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to go to MrHeavyChevy.com. Get you some of that cool stuff I showed you earlier.